The final regular weekend of the Aviva Premiership is upon us then, and Sixways is the location as relegated Worcester Warriors host Gloucester Rugby. Dean Ryan names an unchanged starting lineup for the last game of the season against his former club as Worcester go in search of a first home win of the season, a result key to keeping the supporters' faith as they prepare for life in the Championship. For Gloucester Rugby, Nigel Davis makes several changes to his side that beat London Irish a week ago. Charlie Sharples, Mike Tyndall and Billy Twelvetrees are all ruled out, so Shane Monaghan, Steph Reynolds and Billy Burns come into the starting 15. Up front, Dan George is one of the recalled faces, lining up against the club where he'll be playing his rugby next season. And on both benches, two men playing their last games of Premiership rugby, Paul Hodgson for Worcester, Will James for Gloucester. So round 22 then, 6 games kicking off at the same time up and down the country. One could argue that there's not much riding on this game, but in the build-up this week, Gloucester's Johnny May was one voice certainly keen to point out that for his side, well, their season is going to look a lot better or a lot worse depending on this result. Worcester, well, they have one win in the column on the table, but they haven't managed to get a home win in the league all season. That's what's been eluding them. How they would love to rectify that this afternoon. Freddie Burns gets us underway. And the ball bounces for Lemmy to try and take. Little early run into Nick Wood. Worcester with Pennell. Little early run from him with ball in hand. Pennell, of course, on the shortlist. The player of the season. Lamb with the clearance.
Don't leave your foot there.
And he's not managed to make touch. So here comes Gloucester through Callum Mahoney. Gets into the challenge from Grove. Cowan off to the right this time. Gloucester with possession on the halfway line. Cowan to the right. Burns. Cook. Onto Monaghan. Just pops the ball up. Good run on, and first touch for Billy Burns. Oh, big clash in the middle there. Has the ball managed to be turned over? It looks like it is still in the hands of Gloucester. Burns out for Cook once more. Vesic got Callum Mahoney outside. Chance down the left-hand side for Steph Reynolds. Another player making his first Premiership start. Caught the eyes of many in the JP Morgan Sevens in August last year.
Yeah, I knew so.
Just putting a foot on the whitewash.
Jonathan, show me what you got. 5 and 1, go 10.
Just Greavy with the first line out of the afternoon for Worcester.
Ball transferred.
Now Worcester would dearly love to get this first home win of the season. Give the Sixways crowd something to cheer
22.
before life in the Championship.
Okay, use it now. Stop there, it stopped.
Clearance box kick from R. Oh, it's well claimed from Reynolds as he comes stumbling onto it. He's got good dancing feet. Ships the ball onto Stooke, but I think everybody was aware that that one was forward. But really well claimed from Reynolds in the air. Not a big man, just 5'8" Reynolds.
Set it up right. Set it up right.
20-year-old getting his hands on the ball in his early exchanges.
Remember what we said, time between bind and set, and then the ball, okay? Where do you want to go?
It's very much a local derby, one of the biggest crowds at Sixways all season.
Crouch!
Referee Doyle
Bind!
clear with his instruction.
Set!
Johnny R waits to get the ball in. Scrum's gone down on this near side. Penalty Worcester. Ewan Murray
What do you do?
Last man to come off the deck.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just a bit more seamless with that, Andy. Tell me as quick as you can what it is, okay? Play on, play on.
Ball's been kept in field by Reynolds. Or has it? Are we getting a flag from the assistant referee? Gloucester thought they might be able to get away with that one quickly.
Number 30, please.
Oh, was the assistant referee a little early with his flag there, possibly, while Reynolds was trying to stop that ball going out, but decent little dummy from R. On the halfway line, Creevy picks and goes. A little chat from Elliot Stoop to the referee. Lamb brings Pennell into the line.
Come off.
R off to the left again. Just scragged in the breakdown, but Worcester still with ball in hand. Creevy thinks about the offload over the top as Billy Burns goes in for the tackle. Lamb still coming the same way, and Pennell's joining the line on this right-hand side again. Cuts inside. Jimmy Cowan. Getting McCowan's confused. Just
Advantage.
grabbing him
Ball available
in
on
the
advantage.
tackle. Lamb. Oh, it's just fallen out of the hands of Andy Simons.
Come on.
Tall man just unable to gather it, but penalty advantage was being played, and
I'm giving you the decision. Just take it, and we get on with the game. Jimmy, move. That's it. That's the rules of the game.
Referee Doyle having enough of Jimmy Cowan's back chat.
James,
Lovely little show from
James, when you're showing
Pennell.
your line-out numbers, don't give the wrong number to the opposition. I know. Just get it right. That's okay. Just get it right.
That was the spill. You see quickly Johnny May was looking to try and take advantage.
Yeah, I
But
told them that. Yeah, I just said that.
Worcester now into Gloucester territory. Home fans will enjoy this position. Gloucester assists
Advantage, side entry, second row.
with the jump.
Penalty
advantage being played to Worcester.
Number one obstruction, side entry here. Number one broke off obstruction, side entry this guy. At 15, straight inside.
There's the penalty decision.
Back foot entry, back foot
Worcester
entry.
going to keep up their ambition of kicking this for the corner. Certainly looks like it.
It's not back foot entry, it's just going straight
Good
inside.
atmosphere at Six Ways.
Tight head, Gloucester.
Dean Ryan would love to end the season on a high. Take something positive. Fezzik under his own posts. Oh, and he's lost the ball. And Andy Simons is the one to capitalise. Can the big man get over the line? Gloucester get defenders there in number.
Knock on.
I think there might have been a little knock on at the bottom of that ruck, so referee Doyle goes back for the advantage. Scrum for Worcester. Gloucester perhaps trying to play too much rugby under their own post. They should have just cleared it.
Hey, we'll take time out, there's no problem. Just take a knee, take a second. Time off this.
Fezzik in the line,
Yes,
stopping the ball getting from Cowan to Burns. Perhaps it needed to get to the fly half so that it was just a simple clearance.
He said binding
Gloucester
around
not helping themselves.
Okay, I'm going to come this
Pressure
side.
piling back on.
You know what? You know what? Perfect answer. Yeah, perfect answer.
Mike Williams, the man, just getting some attention.
Yeah. PSCA, please. Tom Foley.
So
PSCA.
Mike Williams, I think, is going off for a pitch side
PSCA.
concussion assessment.
Yeah, quickly.
Make sure they're not putting someone offside.
Of course, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Take a few minutes just to check that he is okay to carry on, or whether he might need to be replaced more permanently. So Sunisi Taulava will come on in his place.
Well, it depends how quickly we set. Yeah. Knock off. No. Yeah, knock on by you. No.
Just the back line just get together to discuss
Time on, Mike.
what they'll do with this possession.
Crouch! Bind!
It's already looking like it's coming up on that far side.
Good work.
Let's go.
Good work, Sila.
Let's get it right. Off, I get it right. Sila, get it right.
Let's go. Come on, Sila. Let's go. In. Sila. Come on, let's go.
Crouch!
Down.
Bind! Set!
Scrum steadies up. Referee encourages hard to get the ball in. What can Gloucester make from this? They wanted to try and get a shove on, but the front rows have come up. Ewan Murray is stood straight up now.
No.
He's going to get this one reset.
Hey, let me do it. I don't think so.
Wait on him.
Jimmy Cowan
Don't scream at him to put it in. I'm waiting
still
until it's steady,
very
okay?
keen to have an ongoing dialogue with referee Doyle.
My delay. Until it's steady. I said before the game, it'll have to be steady, didn't I? The quicker you settle, the quicker the ball comes in. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Oh wait, is this one settled enough? Free kick Gloucester.
You're pushing. Before the ball. Your feet are continually moving up the pitch. Before the ball.
Ewan Murray has been pinged for getting an early push on. Certainly doesn't look happy with the decision, but it's relief for Gloucester.
Jonathan, they're clearly
That's a
pushing
really good
before
touch
the ball's
finder.
coming. The engagement's fine, but they're clearly putting the squeeze on. Yeah, you are, yeah. Tapping kick. Thanks, Andy.
Ewan Murray. Referee saying he could see his feet coming forward. Taking that replay. He was spot on. Creevy then. Jump from Gloucester. Isn't able to gather it. Comes down into the hands of Dan George.
Tackle!
Gloucester, another one of the players who will be playing his rugby at Gloucester next season. Cowan. Difficult ball for Kvezik to take, but he managed to. Just gets over the halfway line. Cowan thinks of going himself, but finds the wall of Taulava in front of him. Call is onto Cowan's blind side from Kvezik, but doesn't manage to make many yards there. Cowan to the right. Burns tries to thread a little ball through, but Pennell's able to take that, and listen to the volume go up at six ways when Pennell gets his hands on the ball. Onto Lemmy. Little slip from him.
Rook.
Ball still there for Worcester though. Coming through Percival. Gets the leg drive going. Perfisi wanting to try and defend it. Oh, that ball's sitting up as well. Burns is going to have to do something with it. Gets it on to Cook. Gloucester playing across the line here, and Johnny May puts his foot to the floor, and May's away down this left-hand touchline. Oh, and May's got real gas. He could be going all the way here. What an exceptional score from the Gloucester centre. Against the run of play, you'd have to say, but Gloucester threw it across the back line on their own try line. And Johnny May has the game's first points through a length of the field score. The momentum really started with Pennell as he came forward with Lemmy, but the try's been scored at the other end. Absolutely leaves Round Inu for dust. Cover tackles just aren't good enough. He's even got time to celebrate before he dots it down. Try Gloucester. Freddie Burns just pulls the conversion.
Time, Mike.
And Ryan Lamb waited for him. Almost waited too long, really. May was through.
No problem.
Great score from May, playing in the centre, his former position. Whilst we're used to seeing him on the wing these days, but that is his 8th try of the season. Lamb's kick. Taken in by Calamafoni.
Yeah,
Jimmy Cowan. With the man carrying on for him on that occasion. Burns going through the middle. They want to try and get it into the left-hand side again, and Reynolds gets going this time with the number 11 on his back. Steps inside one, steps inside two. Still going, Reynolds, eventually brought down by Simons.
Rook.
Gloucester just don't seem to be able to defend against the pace of Gloucester at the moment. Still goes out through the hand. Perfisi with a ball over the top. Cook into the hands of Monaghan. Scorer of the hat-trick last week. Oh, straight through the top. Dan George thought he saw route one to the try line. Cowan to the right. They're queuing up. Try number 2, and Monaghan's in. Gloucester suddenly making it look so easy. They're just almost looking like they've got more players on the field than Worcester at times. Reynolds does brilliantly, stepping in, all the defenders coming his way, and having sucked in the Worcester defence. There is Shane Monaghan.
No, I got it. Just be sharp, Freddie. Just be sharp.
Ball's fallen over. Freddie Burns told to be sharp by the referee. Just one from one touchline. That effort is no easier for Burns, and that one goes away as well. But Gloucester, 10 points to the good on the score sheet. With the restart. It is not going Gloucester's way now. Calamafoni, little delivery out the back of the right hand to Monaghan.
Use it!
Cowan wants his forwards closer, wants Kwesic to run onto that one.
Use it, 9!
Cowan, Burns. Oh dear. He's just
Knock
juggled
on,
that
yeah.
one. He's gone forward.
Knock on, Ross. Play.
Or has it? Referee is asking the question.
Didn't see it.
Happy enough to allow play to go on. Let's just have another look at this one. Did May possibly nudge it backwards, maybe flat at best.
Yeah.
Martini and Creevy. Worcester need to try and hold on to possession.
You're offside, 7.
Gloucester have used it efficiently when they've had it. Penalty advantage being played for offside to the Warriors.
Advantage.
Lamb had to dink that one over the top. He knew he had the penalty advantage. So this will be a chance for the fly half to take the ball down the touchline. Fifth
Don't steal so much.
the Premiership appearance of the season for Worcester. And of course, start his season at Tigers. And coming towards the end of the first quarter of the match. 10 points on the away board. Not what Dean Ryan's men will want to see. We'll have to try and turn that round as soon as possible. Creevy with the throw. Percival secures it in the line-out.
Transferred, line it over. Once. Use.
Back with Williams. On to Simons.
7 off the ball.
Great tackle from Billy Burns. Advantage being played.
I know, you're straight onto it, there's no release. You've got to have it.
Burns got his hands on it, which meant we'll have the blow of the whistle. Now then, is this a position where Worcester might think about some points?
So the problem is, because you went off your feet as part of the tackle, you never got a chance to place it and you pulled it away. It has to be a penalty against you, okay? Yep.
Just has a word to explain the penalty to Matt Fezzik. Not quite had the season that his talent promised. Fezzik came to Gloucester to get a bit more international reckoning. Certainly on the radar, but
yeah,
really
he would also be one to admit that he's not made the strides that
I understand that, but we've got to reduce that.
I don't want to move forward.
I understand.
The ball comes in.
No problem, but we've got to reduce the pressure somehow. So you got to trust me. No, because I need you to be steady. And then as soon as I have that, ball in, advance away. Okay.
No problem for Lamb, and Worcester are on the scoreboard. 1 out of 1 for the former London Irishman. Worcester Warriors 3, Gloucester Rugby 10. Start from Gloucester, taken by Lemmy. To run with ball in hand, but he's going to have to take this one into contact. There's Jonathan Thomas. Will make the box kick. Ball comes down for Cook. That was a counter-attack run himself. Into a possible high tackle there, but not spotted by the referee. Gloucester want to put it through the hands. Every time they've done so, they've managed to find room on the outside. Callum Mafoney decides he'll just punch this one up to begin with.
6, come off the ball.
Cowan tries to thread it through.
6, come off the ball. Come off it first.
Penalty against Williams. Not releasing the player, not releasing the ball before he went back in for it. For Gloucester.
Yep.
To set up the platform.
He's over there.
Try and get more points on the board. Williams going for the ball. He wasn't quite entitled to do it, having not released Callum Mafoney.
Can you pass a message to these guys, because it's mainly involving you? I'm going to say the same to them, but we need much better, clear release of the tackle from all 8. Okay, I'm going to say the same to them. Time's up. Yeah.
And you can hear the referee chatting to Gloucester, saying he needs more clear release in the tackle.
Better release from both sides of the tackle, okay, off the ball. Time on.
And George playing his rugby at 6 ways next season. Gets the ball in for Hudson. Gloucester trying to get this one round the corner and get the momentum going. You can hear the cheer from the travelling fans. Ball is down, try is given. Who's at the bottom of that one? Might have been Ben Morgan. Indeed it was. 25-year-old gets his first try of the season for Gloucester in the Premiership. It's try number 3. Got a really good rumble on, and then it opened up in front of Morgan. Was able to crash over. Billy Burns then, this one slightly closer in from the touchline. And that difference has made all the difference. Gets his first conversion slotted of the afternoon. Worcester Warriors 3, Gloucester getting themselves up to 17.
What's up? I know, yeah. Completely agree. Yeah.
Lamb with the restart. Taken in by Cook. Calamafoni bounces off the challenge of Betty and then gets going. Long looping pass over the top. It's a good one and finds Reynolds. Good awareness from the flanker. Elliot Stooke. Cowan thinks he spotted some room down that short side, but he's just turned over possession, in fact. Grove looks infield for Pennell.
7.
Manages to get the ball away. Kvesic has a chat with the referee whilst in the middle of trying to make a challenge. Gus Creevy. Hint of a high tackle from George, but Creevy's still going. Oh, but he's just lost it forward on the floor. Gloucester have possession. Billy Burns may have taken a bit of a knock.
Use it!
Gets up looking a bit groggy over on the far side. Gathers it. Infield for Pennell. Grove. Browninho outside him to his right. Grove looks to go back infield. Pass is made to Percival. Then Murray. Again. Mike Williams. Pick and go from Fatiaki onto the field.
Tackle only.
Lenny plays scrum half. Gloucester up over the 10-metre line now. Just beginning to slowly make the yards. Lamb, all little show. Thought he spotted a gap to go through. Fainganuku.
Nothing went wrong when 9 did.
Turnover for Gloucester. Hudson telling the referee that he thought they turned it over, and they did. Freddie Burns thinks about trying to chip over the top, but that's brilliant. From the fly half comes centre. Ball back inside for Monaghan. He fancies try number 2. Browninho's done brilliantly to wrestle the ball away from him.
9 stripped him.
Ball being turned over. Both sides pretty
Going
quickly.
Forward.
What's the referee's decision?
Forward, Worcester scrum.
Worcester will have the scrum. Loose ball on the floor. Not sure it was coming back on either side.
Strip the ball.
This is brilliant from Freddie Burns.
Yeah.
It'll give Stuart Lancaster
and then they went forward on
some hope. Some big decision to be made ahead of the summer tour to New Zealand, and Freddie Burns will hope to be in the reckoning.
Thanks.
And with breaks like that,
now, so happy for blood, Tom.
He could be looking for a starting position. His brother, on the other hand, looks to be going off the field to receive some attention for a bloodied nose. Billy Burns gets his start
You got to compete
today because of the late withdrawal of Henry Trinder.
If I go like 1-2 and then I'm out.
See Dan Robson.
Push through like
That's fine. You must
Goes
play,
onto the
the
field.
ball. No, you must play the ball. Yeah. Here we go.
Just another look at Ben Morgan's try. There he is, crashing over. Ryan Lamb turns away disconsolately. Now Mike Williams will sure and go off for the pitch side concussion assessment. Looks like he might be leaving the field for more permanent reasons.
Steady over the mark. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Well, Worcester were pinged last time for driving too soon. They've got a good drive on there.
Back row binding.
Ball is at the back with Thomas. Johnny R happy to let that continue marching forwards.
Back row unbound. 6 and 7. 6 and 7 unbound.
Mahoney and Fezzik penalised by the referee for slipping their binds in that scrum.
Ewan, remember, going backwards is not an offence. Going
Solid
backwards is not
scrum.
an offence. Yep.
From Worcester, getting themselves the
Back row
penalty.
binding. Six.
Johnny! Numbers!
Ball in from Creevy. Oh, misses Gloucester.
Advantage over.
Hudson's the man to profit from it. Ball onto Kvesic, lovely hands from him. Now through Robson. Oh, the pass has gone to ground though. Reynolds is quick enough to react and Gloucester maintain possession. Tackle from Sam Betty. Cowan. Ball's on the floor. Did it go forward? A couple of decisions for the referee to make there, but content to let play go on. Hudson presents it for George, who steps in and plays scrum half. Freddie Burns through Robson.
Play on,
Robson
accidental.
with it again. Just accidentally tripping over a stray foot. Elliot Stook in there. Salava working hard defensively. Little flick on from Johnny May. Didn't find a hand. Looks a little bit annoyed with himself for that.
Yeah.
Worcester will have the line out.
James, keep the gap on there front. On you. You keep your gap and I can see that. In you come.
And Creevy had his man this time. Yes, he does. Alava with the carry forward. Oh, little reverse ball back inside. It didn't really work. But Graninho was there to help tidy it up. Ryan Lamb on to Thomas. Johnny R. Gloucester players not helping and complicating things. Just as I say that, referee Doyle
keeps happening. That was number one.
has a similar opinion. Blows for the penalty. "14 points the difference between the two sides. Worcester are going to try and catch Gloucester. They're going to need more than penalties. So that's the decision from Ryan Lamb. They turned down the option for the posts. Six ways get behind them. It's a good kick into the corner. The home side will need a solid line out and set piece to try and make the most of this.
6+1.
Really. Jump is the front.
4 side entry.
Cries of heave. Penalty advantage being played to Gloucester, but they rumble towards the line.
8 side entry.
Ball is in there. Have they managed to stop Taulava getting to ground? I think he's the man with the ball in his hands. It's try time. It is indeed. Sumisi Taulava, the Tongan, and Worcester. The kick to the corner has paid off. They get their first try. Taulava scoring his second try in 2 weeks with try against Saracens. Showing Gloucester, when they're in a similar position, they too can rumble over from close range.
Let him kick it if he wants. Kick it.
Lamb. Didn't look like he'd caught it quite right, but it was actually coming round. Didn't come round enough in the end.
So that's side entry, James. Side entry on Moll.
There's a reaction from the crowd who admired his effort. But it certainly reduced the gap down to 9 points. Worcester Warriors 8, Gloucester 17. Freddie Burns. It's a really high hanging restart. Lenny, one of the smallest men on the field, manages to jump to collect it. Creevy with the pick and go.
It's okay.
Monaghan's got to get himself out of there. Box kick from R. Finds touch. Not terribly far upfield. A little look from the scrum half suggests he might have wanted a little bit more out of that.
Watch the blocking. Let him land before you engage. Ewan, let them land.
And George then. Played his rugby at London Welsh last season. He's thrown that one over the line out. The line out functioning without its problems this afternoon at Sixways. Clock ticking down, just over 6 minutes remaining then of this first half. Nick Wood waits with the referee.
Let's go. Yeah! Come on, Ewan. Yeah. Let's go. Yes!
Crouch!
Yes!
Bind! Set!
Ball is in from R. Not really hooked from Creevy, but Worcester managed to get their scrum over that ball. Lamb looks for a crossfield effort that Pennell is chasing. Oh, it's well gathered by Reynolds. Penalty advantage being played. Inu was caught offside. He was in front of the kick when Lamb put it up. Stoop presents. Cowan to the right. Billy Burns looks for brother Freddie. Threads a ball through. Playing the percentages. But no advantage coming.
Grab the mark, Andy.
Freddie Burns, little raise of the eyebrows. I think he was a bit surprised the referee's gone back for that advantage. I think he might have been perfectly happy to let that line out take place, but penalty means that Gloucester will get a chance to put it into the corner and get the throw in.
Yeah, just kick it. Yeah, you're 8 players.
So Gloucester pushing for fourth try and the bonus point before half-time. George will need to be more accurate with his line out, which he is. Finds Hudson. Look to rumble this round the left-hand side this time. Balls with Elliot Stooks. He's gone towards the touchline, but ball is still in play. Little stuttering run from Freddie Burns. Forwards off themselves. Jimmy Cowan nearly finds a gap to go through himself. Ben Morgan lays it back for the scrum half. Another big contact. Billy Burns. Has he got room to try and step round and get under the post himself? Very nearly. Cowan. Callum Afoni. Gloucester could be looking good for the fourth try. Cowan. He's lost the ball forward. He tried to go himself.
Onside number 1, Gloucester.
And Worcester have the advantage.
12.
Clear the ball.
12.
Not the cleanest of clearances. I think the referee is going to give Worcester
12.
a penalty. Brian Lamb imploring the assistant to give him a little bit more.
2 minutes, Mike. Hooker in opposition. Hooker in opposition. Put a hooker in. So I think it'll be free kick there.
Worcester line out, won by Gloucester.
Transferred, line it over. Take him back in. Back.
Worcester trying to get a bit of a drive.
No, stay
Possibly trying to
use it.
earn themselves a penalty. Referee said to use it. One thing that Samiti Taulava knows to do. Get his head down and get going forwards. Ball's on the floor now.
Onside, boys.
Johnny
onside.
R. Gets it out to Lamb. Miss pass for Alex Grove. Little show for Pennell. Grove dummies twice, eventually brought down by May, but he's made good ground up to the halfway line.
Van is kicked.
Ball has been kicked in the ruck.
Do we have a number on that? 13.
And we're going to have a yellow card for Johnny May.
It's a line break and it's just cynical.
Cynically kicking the ball. Not happy with himself, but he should know better. Gloucester will be down to 14 for 10 minutes of the match. Try scorer May. And have a little think as to whether that was the most sensible thing to do. Well, this is Grove placing the ball back. Johnny May's there. Flails a boot once, flails a boot twice. Referee right on the spot.
My entry last time, not great. Was it offside? It was awful. It was awful.
Yeah.
Foolish. Just overheard Fezzik asking the referee if his entry last time was okay, and the referee told him it was awful. Well, if you're going to ask for a review, you've got to be prepared for what you'll hear.
Everybody calm down. Let's go. In. James, hold your own space. James, hold your own space at the front, okay?
Can Worcester get anything on the board before the break?
He's okay, he's bound.
To add to the 8 points.
No, don't change your mind, 5.
Looking to try and rumble it forward. Vesic, the only defender there to try and stop them to begin with. Gloucester do get numbers there eventually, but it is still going forward. Stopped just a metre short of the line. This would put a different complexion on the half-time score if Worcester could get over here. Ryan Lamb goes himself. He's over the line and the try is scored. Referee right on the spot. And it does tighten things up. Ryan Lamb with the try. And the conversion could take Worcester within 2 points. Conversion is good. Referee signals that will be the final act of the half. 3 tries for Gloucester, all the M's, May, Monaghan and Morgan. But 2 from Worcester now, Taulava and Lamb. Finally poised for the second half. Worcester Warriors 15, Gloucester Rugby 17. So all set for the second half then. Dean Ryan, no doubt much happier to have been able to go in at half-time, just 2 points adrift of the visitors. And a solid comeback from Worcester from 17 points to 3 down to get up to 15-17. Just to get things started. Jimmy Cowan with the box kick. Ball is fed in to Pennell. Lamb, Lemmy, Fatiaki. Monaghan has to get his body out of the way. Little dummy from Lamb, I'm not quite sure that was backwards. It's
advantage.
Advantage being played to Gloucester.
Advantage over.
Pennell will have a chance to try and run this one back. Strikes the ball right-footed down towards that corner, but it's not quite going to work out for him. Freddie Burns watches it roll into the in-goal area, touches it down, and Gloucester will have the 22 drop out.
Stay behind the line, okay?
Lamb. Not much of a kick chase from Worcester, so Gloucester's Rob Cook has plenty of time to gather it and throw the ball in behind the Worcester defence. Lamb is there, little show and go, gets around Cook. Good work from Worcester try scorer. Johnny R. High one for Burns to take. Steps inside Creevy. Easy enough to do. Back against forward. Cowan onto Callum Mahoney. Places the ball back. Gloucester come forward. Jan Thomas, one of the men on the field. Of course, not to forget that Gloucester are down to 14 men.
Straight out.
Johnny May, the man in the sin bin, with a few minutes left to serve. Ryan Lamb tried to do something a bit cute by trapping that ball with his foot. Didn't really come off. Gloucester having a bit of a meeting to decide on the call. Ria Edmonds with the throw.
Delay closing the gap.
Change is made at half-time by Nigel Davis in the front row. Free kick is taken by Worcester. Grove does well to hold on to it. Lemmy, little chip inside with the right boot, and he gets the chase on. But Jimmy Cowan comes across well. He's trying to shrug off Lemmy. He's not managed to find touch. Ryan Lamb. Have Worcester got room down this left-hand flank? Gets the support from the Samoan. Fezzik coming through.
Wait, seven, David, give the penalty. Off feet.
Just a little bit of afters. Matt Fezzik going in off his feet. As we heard Fezzik in the first half, or towards the end of the first half, have a chat with referee Doyle, asking about the quality of his entry to a maul.
Ryan.
He's certainly got more feedback there, straight off his feet.
You keep stealing too much.
And Worcester will put this one into the corner.
Just line it, just delay closing the gap. Shambles.
Two balls on the field.
Sorry guys, there's a second ball on the pitch.
Worcester are going to have
You've
to
done the same.
Change the call. Greavy. Jump is by Percival. Claims it at the front. Ball is on the floor. Johnny Hart wanting to make sure that there is a pack of forwards ready to pass to. Lemmy off his wing. Takes the ball from Fainganuku. To the right. Lamb wants a little chip over the top. Drowning is chasing this. It bounces once and goes into touch. But the crowd admired the effort. So did the Fijian. I think over the top sent Reynolds scurrying back. 6'4". Downini would certainly dwarf the 5'8" Reynolds. It's a tactic worth attempting. Line out is taken quickly by Edmonds. Little short one, we saw that last week work for Harlequins. Hooker to the front man and then the pass back. Dave Ward scoring a similar try.
Just in, move in.
Boot to ball from Edmonds.
Inside.
Decent kick. Gloucester with the take in the line out.
Ball transfer.
Argentinian has handed it on to Paolava.
Bang on both sides. Once. Legal, come straight to the middle. Legal. 17 legal.
Jan Thomas has done well to try and get in and disrupt things.
Take him back in. Use it.
Donovan Thomas told to use it. Gets it out for Lamb. Worcester are going to try and keep the ball in hand here. Fatiaki straightens.
No hands,
Sets up the ruck. Billy Burns trying to get in and turn the ball over. It's loose, but it is now in the hands of Gloucester. Ben Morgan shrugs off Pennell. In the confusion. It's come off. Oh, it's come off a Worcester player. I thought it was a Gloucester player in Rob Cook, but it came off the back of a Worcester player, and Gloucester take the line out quickly. Freddie Burns is brought down. Gloucester maintaining possession. Creevy with the tackle.
Tackle only.
Cowan out to the left-hand side. Fezzik bounces off the first tackle. Is eventually brought down.
Yeah.
Travelling fans
knock on.
Cheer Gloucester's name. Oh, now then, we've had an interception, but the advantage will come to Worcester for the knock-on. Edmonds not happy. There was no advantage coming from when Jimmy Cowan spilled the ball forwards. Incredulous looks from some of the travelling fans.
Jimmy, if you scream at me, I'm going to give you absolutely nothing, okay? I'll make the call, and we got to live with it, all right? That's not the way it works.
Getting frustrated.
Second one. All right, sorry.
With Jimmy Cowan. It's in the job description of a scrum half. Get into the referee's ear at all opportunities.
Crouch! All right, they're behind the mark, so that's okay. They are, yeah. Come on! So you got to be behind the mark as well, same place to you. Yeah, and then you'll be ear to ear at minimum, okay?
Referee just explaining things to Clea Edmonds, making sure both teams have got their positions right. They go down for this scrum.
Bind! Set!
Scrum's gone down on the far side. Taulava wants to point out to the assistant that it's not us, sir. Creevy.
Get it steady.
A bit of the turf on his face.
The pitch is fine, get it steady. Let's go, nice and quick, Ian.
Nick Wood. Over on the far side. My apologies, Jan Thomas, who was on.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
We get the ball in this time. Front rows go down again. Plaudits from the Gloucester players were in the direction of Jan Thomas. In his fourth season with Gloucester.
That's side, Andy, okay? Same as that last scrum, okay? That's perfect. Straight. Crouch! Bind! Stand up again, free kick you. Quickly set up.
Well, the fans are getting frustrated with it, and it's understandable. We've been in this field position for a couple of minutes now.
You need to get this right.
Haven't had a completed scrum.
Crouch. Bind.
Will the referee decide that free kicks are in order? It's gone down on the far side again. Free kick, Worcester. Jan Thomas against Ewan Murray.
Same as for them in the first half.
Seeming to be part of the issue, but
yeah, just
referee has given the free kick. Worcester don't seem to go for touch. Kept that ball in field. Cook. Still going, Rob Cook. Put down by Sam Betty. Ball is threaded through from Burns. Sits up for Chris Pennell. Little show from Pennell to Billy Burns, and he gets away. Excellent work from the Worcester fullback. Ball back inside is to Grove.
Tackle only.
Tackle only. Gets the ball to Lamb. Now he's looking for the crossfield kick. Could Drowninyu gather this one? Yes, he can. And he keeps going forward. He's trying to lose Reynolds. Shrugs him off, by which time Rob Cook gets back, but Drowninyu is able to get over. What a noise at Six Ways. Wonderful try. Started from the run of Pennell. Finished after the crossfield kick by the Fijian Drowninyu. Gloucester get Worcester get their noses in front for the first time. It's a wonderful run by Pennell. Johnny May was sizing him up, but he offloaded. Passed the ball back inside to Grove. And then great awareness from Ryan Lamb. Rob Cook was swatted away. Good dancing feet from Trauninho and fantastic strength. Nothing Rob Cook could do to stop the winger getting to the line once he'd sniffed it.
Yeah, okay.
Cheer tells you all you need to know about Ryan Lamb's conversion. It's good. Worcester put themselves 5 points into the lead. Noses in front for the first time in the match. A well-executed crossfield kick. Well finished. Very strong Joshua Trauninho. Ball is gathered by Burns. Seems to be spending a fair amount of time at the back of the field, but that's a lovely chip through that he might be able to gather, but in trying to hack it forward, he's only found Ryan Lamb.
Come back, come back.
JP Doyle has to get out of the way for Lamb's pass to Fatiaki. Grove shows and tries to go through the gap himself. Tackle is made by Sean Knight. Gloucester is bundled into touch. You see Nigel Davis there. What will he be making of Gloucester's performance now? Scored their last points on the 24-minute mark, and since then it's been all Worcester. A bit of movement in the line, but it's won by Gloucester. Murphy down for Billy Burns.
Advantage 19, taking the space.
Alava getting himself in the way.
Taking the space, don't back out.
Penalty to Gloucester.
You can't make the tackle, not play the ball and step out on their side. Yeah, but you didn't play the ball.
It's a good kick. Just have a look at the offence here. There's Taulava coming out of it.
You were perfectly legal.
Still loitering around the wrong side.
And then you backed out offside.
A few specks of rain on the camera. Callum Afoni with the jump. Gloucester will look to get a rumble on, as they did in the first half when Ben Morgan went over. It's with Edmonds, as you can see at the back.
Okay, sideways, use it, sideways, use it.
Gloucester told to use it, Dan Robson. On for Freddie Burns. Takes it on physically first into Ryan Lamb. But it's a penalty for Worcester, and Batchat will give Worcester another 10 minutes.
16, come here. Okay, hold on, come here. Come here, please. Go ahead. You react like that again. Here, look at me.
Yes, yes.
It won't be a yellow. All right?
The referee telling Huya Edmonds that he's got to watch himself.
Completely legal.
Great relief for the Worcester crowd and for Dean Ryan's men. Initial tackle was a combination of Lamb, Percival and Betty. Betty winning the turnover. And then Gloucester's in discipline, meaning they were marched back. Now then, Will James coming onto the field for Gloucester alongside Tom Savage. James brought into the squad at the last minute. Mike Tyndall was possibly going to be on the bench, but his calf wouldn't free up enough in the pre-game run. And the man retiring from rugby at the end of the season, Will James, comes on for one last hurrah. Gloucester wins the line for Worcester though. Taulava up to the 10-metre line. Gets the ball on the run around, and they might have created some space down that right-hand side. Pennell swats away Reynolds. Managed to lose the ball forward. It's untidy ball for Gloucester. Van Robson just hacks it down the centre of the park, but gives a decent chase, as does Johnny May. Goes to ground to try and rescue the ball. Lemmy.
You tackle them on the ground, okay? You tackle them on the ground. It doesn't matter, he then held them.
Lemmy looking after the ball on the floor, but just wanting to hear what the referee was saying to Johnny May there. He came in and tried to tackle a man on the floor. Could argue that Johnny May was going for the ball initially, but obviously was colliding into Lemmy by that stage. He's already had a sin bin. Needs to stay on the right side of JP Dorr for the remainder of this match. Nice play from R to get the ball to Pennell.
Looks like 7.
Managed to shrug off another tackle, but it was Rob Cook's collision with him that dislodged the ball forwards. Played every minute of the Aviva Premiership this season. Really impressive from Chris Pennell, making the Aviva Premiership Player of the Season shortlist. Johnny R out to the right to Creevy. Worcester leading by 5 points. Comes to Fatiaki. Tackled by James. Ball is untidy on the floor, but it's out. And that is the knowledge and wisdom of 37-year-old Will James, but he might have lost it on the floor now.
2 straight off feet. 2 just straight up, yeah.
Creevy's gone off his feet.
Stay on your feet, play the ball. Yeah. No.
Penalty to Gloucester. Fastest man to react to the ball out is Will James. That ball's not going out. Lemmy gathers it. Has his little kick charged down by Monaghan. Ball pops out for Gloucester. Someone's got to pick it up. Callum Afoni only knows one way, straight forwards, not held in the tackle. Percival eventually stops him. Robson, a little bit static to James. There's a man mounting to bring down. Robson to the left once more. Reynolds stepping in. Brought down by Fatiaki. Callum Afoni gets the ball out for Johnny May. May's in for his second try. Gloucester tie up the scoreboard. Johnny May with his 9th try of the season. It's simmering away beautifully at 6 ways. Callum Afoni. Well, he attracted the tackle of Draninyu. You can see it here. Ryan Lamb went in for the tackle as well, and perhaps it was those two out of position that left it wide open for Johnny May to spring over. Okay, Freddie Burns. Another tricky touchline conversion. A little bit more pressure on this one. as it's for the lead. Oh, it looks good. It is good. Wonderful conversion from Freddie Burns. And Gloucester get themselves back in front. Worcester Warriors 22, Gloucester Rugby 24. So changes being made for Worcester in the front row. Plus Preview, the man leaving the field, Ed Shervington on. Oh, but the ball's just bounced, no one claiming it really. And Aviva's the man to profit. Could Worcester hit straight back? Managed to keep the ball in field. Ball is not tidy, but it's picked up by Jonathan Thomas. Shervington and Paul Andrew combining. Not their tidiest of first touches.
No hand, 16, Rock!
Ball's there for Worcester, Ryan Lamb. Is he going to look for the reverse pass to his forwards? No, Fatiaki, Grove. Pennell outside him. Grove just takes it into contact. Johnny R, Lamb. Looks inside to Andrew.
No 7 that side.
On the floor, Johnny R slipped out of his hands. Straninyu could do with a bit more support there. But he is strong and he manages to get the ball set back. Jonathan Thomas. Looked like there might be a big gap for him to walk through. Lamb. Well, he went to pass without looking, and in doing so he didn't find his man. He just found the referee.
No, hit me. Pass it into me.
Quarter of an hour of the match remaining.
That's good. That was just a ruck there, that's why. That's okay. That's just a ruck. That was all.
What have Worcester got left in the tank to try and claim what they've not managed to do all season? A win at home.
Because he missed the guy. Billy, take a second.
Give him a second.
Yeah, that's what I said. Take a second. Remember, you can only
Dean
put
Ryan
the ball on the ground, okay?
Been saying this week that Worcester have a longer campaign of trying to get themselves to the point of where they want to be.
Yeah, we just got to get it steady, lads, that's all.
It's a whole raft of players that have been signed for the club, including the likes of Tom Biggs, Gloucester's Dan George, Andrews Pretorius.
Remember, either team, if we go
DJ
before,
Van
it's a penalty,
Veltzer.
so we've got to keep it steady.
It's a long list. They have ambition. Dean Ryan prepared to do it from the ground up. They'll have to do it from the championship up.
Bind! Set!
It's a more settled scrum. It's at the back for Worcester, but it's gone down. Johnny R doesn't seem too fussed about wanting to use that ball too quickly. Worcester did get a free kick after several resets a little while ago. Had a few changes in the front row since then.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Gets the ball in. It's there with Aviva. Jonathan Thomas picks up. Oh, there's no one there. Robson has to make a last-ditch tackle. Johnny R gathers it. Gloucester.
Strip before the tackle.
Can Gloucester get their defence in order? Well, I think it's come back on the Gloucester side. Robson gets it out for Burns. Little chip through for May to chase. Now then, couldn't quite get his hand on it. It's been tapped into the hands of Chris Pennell. Ball over the top for Grove. Grove can see the try line. Tries to go himself. Rob Cook trying to win it back for Gloucester. There's a penalty coming to Worcester, I believe.
No release and off feet.
There's a yellow card. The Cherry and Whites fans are not happy about it. Rob Cook thought he was legally allowed to go for that ball. The referee disagreeing. He'll spend 10 minutes in the sin bin. Alex Grove opted to come in instead of going for the corner. So there's Rob Cook.
Yep.
Trying to go for the ball. The referee suggesting he was off his feet. Might be a little bit harsh from JP Doyle there. It does present Ryan Lamb with a chance for 3 points. It's a simple effort. And Worcester go back in front.
He's not attacking the ball, you know all of that. He's not lifting it, okay? That's it. No, that's it. Matt, that's it for now. Matt, that's it for now. Let's go.
25-24 to the home side. Just a point in it in this seesaw encounter. Alex Grove leaving the field. A little dart inside, the last contribution from him. Lemmy calls it. Comes in to gather. Ben Morgan with the tackle. He's a man who could have a big summer, Ben Morgan, with England's tour to New Zealand.
Hey, 18, let's go.
Clearance kick, finds Burns. I think he's trying a drop goal. It's a little bit ambitious from Freddie Burns. Turns away from that pretty swiftly. Just under 12 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for both sides.
Get him behind you, all of them are in front. Yeah.
Lamb's 22 dropout. Gathered by Johnny May. Burns. Hoists it high. Calamafoni sets off after it, as does Burns. Pennell. So good at gathering the high ball. Sets it back for R. R hopes to find nobody at home at the back for Gloucester. Oh, and it bounces before it goes into touch.
Yeah.
Those little things that can keep the momentum up for a side, can be denting the confidence of an opponent. Sam Betty leaves the field as Dean Ryan watches on from on high. Will James
Fight it over, ball transfer.
gathers it down. Ben Morgan with the ball at the back, and now he breaks Morgan. Oh, he tried to look for Dan Robson. It's gone back off blue is the call from the referee, so there's no knock on. R finds the ball. Lamb spots some room in that right hand corner, but ball just sits up for Burns. Comes up to the 22. Shapes to kick. What is Freddie Burns going to do though? It's untidy. He has managed to get it back for Gloucester. It squirts out. Robson. May ships it on quickly. He didn't want to hold on to that ball for too long as the tackle was coming in.
Use it.
Gloucester have managed to hold on to it. Johnny May is not too well. Man was committed in the tackle.
Use it.
Dan Robson's been told to use it. Oh dear, an uncharacteristic knock on from Pennell. But we're just going to go back and check on Johnny May. Not We'll come back for a Gloucester scrum.
Thank you.
Not a good sight for England fans. We may well hope that it's nothing too serious.
Robin, you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can we just make sure that tackle is legal, please?
JP Doyle.
I'm just trying to do that
I
now.
was just wondering whether he would decide to have a word with
That's a knock-on.
Mr. Goodliff,
Okay.
just to have a look at the tackle on Johnny May.
JP, it's Robin.
Yeah.
Legal, bound and took a leg.
Okay, thank you. Perfect, yeah. Let's go check it.
Oh yeah, we heard from Robin Goodliff. Legal and bound, sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Checking there was a use of arms in the tackle.
Yeah. Right, no, I checked it. No, I checked it.
Johnny May getting the ball.
I never looked at it.
And a whole lot of Fijian as Fatiaki made the tackle.
All I wanted to say was the one over there was no difficulty. He survived the clear, had no problems with that.
Okay, right.
I think he was on the ball, he had two people try and move him, and he was on the ball nice and early and did get moved. So
Fessett continuing his ongoing discussions with the referee.
He picked up the ball, he didn't. Yeah. Here you go. Ewan.
Referee brings Ewan Murray back for the mark.
Crouch. Bind.
Will we get a clean scrum?
Sit.
Robson gets the ball in, it's at the back with Morgan. Monaghan in off his wing. Takes it up to the Worcester 10-metre line. Shorter ball again, Sean Knight. Well, Tom Savage, the man who carries on that time. Robson. Freddie Burns, who's got a taping on his head now. Gloucester look to come down the short side. Will James rolls out of the tackle.
Legal competition. Legal competition.
Kyle Arbor goes in to try and win it, but
Play.
now off his feet, so it will come back on the Gloucester side. 22, Callum Mafoney makes a few more yards. Are Gloucester yet going to spoil the Worcester party? It would be a party if they could get a home win. They might be relegated, but it would mean a lot to the fans to finish on a positive note. But Gloucester are picking and going, yard by yard, closer to the line. Is there a penalty coming? Dan Robson wants one. It's not quick ball for the visitors. Sean Knight on the floor. Ben Morgan had to be swift in picking that ball up. Big number 8 carries more, but that could be a penalty against Gloucester.
20 attacking the ground. 20 hands on the ground beyond the ball, waiting to be cleared. Attack the ball.
It's a penalty against Tom Young. Ben Morgan might feel.
Exact same penalty as that one up there.
Well, I may have just got that call a little confused. I think it's De Carpentier who's been pinged.
Jonathan. Okay. So 20's put his hands beyond the ball and not gone for it, the same as their 15 did. Okay.
Well, this could be heartbreak for Worcester. The penalty is Gloucester's, and Freddie Burns knows exactly what he wants to do with this one. Gloucester Rugby into the lead once more. Freddie Burns penalty makes it Worcester Warriors 25, Gloucester 27. There we are, the clock shows you just over 6 minutes remaining for Worcester to try and get their noses back in front. They only need 3 points, the penalty would do it. Drop goal. Robson waits with the ball for Gloucester. Box kicks brought down by R. Pennell. Little shift of the feet, he took his eyes off the ball as well and nearly lost it. Just managed to hold on to it. Lamb. Worcester wanted to try and use a bit of width. Fatiaki had to go to ground to gather that one. Gloucester get players there. Browninho has done well, he was doing well to try and stop things. Sorry, Lemmy. Kvesic. Oh, they've broken through. Edmonds thought he could chip it round. Pennell. The break from the hooker.
Roll off seven. Shut up.
Pennell was able to gather it.
Don't want to hear that from you guys. No,
Going to be a bit of attention required. Lovely line from Edmonds. I think Kvesic might have done himself a mischief.
okay, so 15's on the ground.
Coming in for a hit.
Ball, 7's dived on him. So, look, I need you to get a hand with these guys, okay? Because it's all technical, silly stuff, and they're getting very frustrated. But it's clear technical stuff, okay? Talk to them.
So time is stopped while Matt Kvesic gets some attention. Not quite sure whether he knocked himself out in the process of getting to ground, but he certainly smacked his head. Nigel Davis unable to rest easy with just the 2-point advantage.
He was very still on the ground.
Jonathan Thomas waits to see if his team can get a chance to get their noses back in front. Joined this season from the Ospreys. Dean Ryan looks on with some concern. Nobody likes to see a player go down of either side.
Yes.
You're happy for him to go on?
Well, we've assessed him.
Okay.
Referee has a chat to the doctors. They say that Kvesic's okay.
Ryan. Set on.
Get back underway. Worcester with a job to do in 5 minutes. Doesn't look altogether comfortable, does he, Kvesic? Now here he is, coming in for the tackle. Just smacks his jaw on the head of Chris Pennell. Shervington. Oh, that didn't look too clean for Percival. Was tackled in the air.
Body contact in the air. 23
the penalty.
contact in the air.
Now then, is this in a position to allow Worcester a chance to go back in front? Well, the referee's right, there was contact in the air. It was minimal.
23, yeah.
Percival didn't come down cleanly. It wasn't safe. And Ryan Lamb. Hush descends on Six Ways. No problem for Lamb. The home side back in the lead then. Back to that 1-point advantage. Lamb's penalty taking the Warriors to 28 points. Gloucester on 27.
No, you're okay.
It's a great climax to this game. Both sides wanting to finish the season with a win. Johnny May saying during the week It'll do a lot
So, who is the players to come
to
on?
how the club will feel come the end of the season, depending
1, 2, yeah.
on whether it's a win or a loss.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 22!
Freddie Burns waits to get things restarted. It's going to be all about discipline now for Worcester.
Where is it? He's over
They
there.
can't afford to give any penalties away. Ball's gathered by Fatiaki. Ben Morgan with the tackle. Johnny R.
Take him back
Finds
in!
Pennell. He's gone for touch. Referee with a clear signal that the ball was taken back in.
Hold it! Hold it!
The lineup will be on the 22. Pennell looks bemused. Oh, of course, the ball, the line-out is level with where Pennell kicked it. And that is devastating for the Warriors. Gloucester will think hard about what they're going to do. Will it be the rumble towards the line?
Okay. Time on.
Chris Pennell's had such a great season. How frustrated would he be if it's his error that causes this one to get away? Will James gathers at the top of the line-out. Ball is at the back with Kwesic.
16, changing binds.
There's a penalty coming. It's looking ominous for the Warriors. Gloucester still with a bit of momentum, going sideways more than they are backwards. Can they pick it up again? Another metre. Worcester throwing bodies in, but at one stage they've thrown them in illegally.
Use it!
Gloucester told to use it. They still have the penalty advantage, but it goes forwards.
I asked you to use it, side entry.
Going to have to be the penalty. But this could be all the visitors need.
16 side entry, 19
Shot
side entry.
called.
16.
The clock shows you 90 seconds on the watch. Freddie Burns will try and take up as much of that time as he can with this penalty. But we'll have time for the next restart. Burns. Is he going to turn the screw on Worcester? Now then, that's pretty close, and it's gone past the near side upright. It's not through. Worcester have a chance to bag this first victory. Head in hand from some of the Gloucester faithful. Burns not happy with himself. There are the Warriors faithful, desperately wanting to cheer their team over the line with a first home victory. It's within touching distance. It depends on this restart from Lamb. They don't want to give anything stupid away. Lamb makes sure his players are onside. Try and kick this as far downfield as he can. Johnny May gathers. Oh, and May's lost it forward.
20 seconds.
20 seconds on the clock. Johnny R. They'll try and get this one back and clear it to touch. Advantage is being played to Worcester. The crowd count the clock down. Penalty Worcester now. And it looks like they've finally achieved what they've been wanting to do all season. There's not a smile on the face of Dean Ryan. There it is. He gives a big hug to Gus Creevy. It's the start of a long journey that will continue through the Championship next season as Ryan Lamb boots the ball into touch. Referee Doyle blows the final whistle. Worcester have won at home. Plenty of players coming and going. One we didn't see, Paul Hodgson. He won't be playing any further rugby. Disappointment for Gloucester. They came so close. But the relegated side have finally got the victory that had been eluding them for so long. With a final score at six ways of Worcester Warriors 28, Gloucester Rugby 27.